to my channel. My name is Sophia Ann from Sophia Ann Cartmancy, Soul Coaching through Cartmancy. I received 2 new decks today. One is for Forest Real Material, done by Irene Torres, and the other one is actually this one, Time Tarot, by Eugene Vinitsky and Elisa Kapatinovsky. I do have Eugene's other decks, and I did go through each cards earlier today. It's a beautiful deck. It's very different from Forest Room Tarot, but for today I want to use this my brand new deck because it's a very spring kind of deck, and I want to see get some advice for month of April. So I just laid out all of her decks, and for this one I am the first one to get out of 60 the produced deck, and I've used her Swiss Marseille Tarot. I think I may have used Lenormand, may have used her Palladian playing cards before. I can't remember, but I've used them before, but not on the video. So what I would like to do is I like to use her Lenormand just to look at what kind of energy, what kind of things that are coming up month of April, and then using her tarot deck for advice. So that's how I'm gonna do this reading, showcasing her new deck. It's a beautiful deck. This is beautiful deck, and all of her decks are very, very beautiful. So I'm just gonna put these aside, and I will start with my Lenormand deck. Okay, so I've already shuffled the deck. I'm going to do the final shuffle, just to focusing on the energy of month of April. So month of April, I think it's a month of transition or movement or improvement. The center card is Stork, and then have Lily and Clover next to each other. So it's beautiful transition based on experience or honesty, and it's just beautiful, just in general, and then moving towards for better. So it is really moving towards better. And the first card is the key, so it's things are opening up, and then clearing, moving, and for the clarity. I can think of actually two things. First, I really thought about this was about my work, because we are going through some transition. Not myself, but somebody on the team is leaving, and then we already hired a new person, and I'm hoping that this transition, the workplace related to this particular position, is gonna be better. So that's what I thought. But then I also kind of thought about my relationship, my marriage, and I do feel like, because of the ring can be a marriage, but can be also commitment. So this can be translated into both ways, or it can be just a circle, round thing. And next to snake and ring could be physical thing, like house related. But I don't have anything like house related cards here. So I do think that commitment is moving better and clear, and things gonna open up. Now, when things gonna open up, I think the snake in the scythe is just telling ugly may come out, right? Whatever it is, maybe. And then women is here. So if I'm talking about my marriage, this is definitely me, and I think I'm trying to cut the past and moving forward, and things are gonna clear and better, hope, or seeking guidance. So that's how I see it. And then this snake and me and moving, I think that ugly or shadow side of whatever is need to come out, and then I think it needs to be cut away and moving forward. That's how I feel about my marriage and in a relationship with my husband, and where everything is. So it is changing is for better, and recommitted, and things is gonna be better. But in the process, definitely there's some warning, and I think scythe, because I'm next to it, and then it's cutting the past. So I do feel like I'm cutting the past. Now the work situation, I do feel like this is not me. I do feel like this is the person that involved in, because that position, the one both of them are female. So I do feel like that is just representing the female workers in my office. And so I think you need to be just to watch out for something that I may not know about that person, and I know one person longer than the other person, and the person that I no longer emotionally, that maybe something that how she feels, I think may be important. I just feel like I need to be mindful of how she is feeling. It's not like it's her choice to leave, and so we fill in the position. But I think that the person's emotion is maybe showing up as snake here. So I just be mindful of people's feeling and stuff. But overall, I do feel that the month of April is just in general, at home or work, the transition and things are opening up for better. Things are getting clearer, and things may be answered. So that's how I feel. Now I'm gonna see if what this new tarot deck wanted to say about either confirm what I just thought about this or additional advice. But I'm just excited to use this deck. So I've already shuffled the deck, but I just want to refocus on what I saw on Lenormand a spread and pull some cards here. Okay, so what you have? Oh, me. Aha, happiness. Eight of Cups. Seven of, I have to read the card. And Seven of, I don't know what this one was. It's a pentacle, but okay, Five of Cups. Wow, a lot of cups. It is one. And Guardian of Peaks. So I do have to check on the cards. Okay, let me do that and then come back. And it took me a little bit longer than I thought to understand the deck. I should have done that before I shuffled and laid down the cards, but this card, the information card, is very helpful. So these are obviously cups, but she calls it conservation in water. So Terrenia is a ceramic pot used to contain and preserve food, milk, honey. It is element of borders. The deck, it's borders, and in this deck it is associated with autumn. Okay, and then this one is protection, fire. Ezekielor is a plant of, it's sunflower actually. It is plant full of light and strength. It is the element of metals. It protects homes from negative energies and reaches its splendor in summer. So it is like a sunflower, but it's almost like sunflower in like a mushroom kind of growing. And then hazel branch is the element of forest. So this is a forest suit. It blooms in spring and is attributed magical properties. It is also considered a symbol of fertility, prosperity, and wisdom. And then the last card on the deck was Sustenance, air. The arrow represents progress, strength, courage, and security. It is element of peaks. You can see the peaks, and it guarantees sustenance in the winter season. So the first card was happiness, which was sun, and my Lenormand spread, I mentioned about work and relationship. So if this was my relationship, obviously this is me and my husband, and then if this was work, I would think that this, me is up here as a leader, and then this is the coworker, that I kind of think that's how I read it, advice. But collaboration, happiness, and playfulness. So overall, it's kind of affirms that the previous reading of progress and key and success, opening up, clarity. That's how I see it. But surrounding it is heavy on a suit of cup or suit of water, which is in this deck, it's a water, the element of borders, but obviously related to water, and I think the underneath energy, something new, progress is new, is coming up. That makes sense. Symbol of fertility, prosperity, and wisdom is kind of new beginning. That's a very good energy, and spring energy. And but emotionally, I would still associate, like if this was a project, I would associate, this kind of, because suit of cups, suit of conservation, water, I do think that people, human interaction or relationship is the key, or at least this card is telling me that focus needs to be there, right? And that's how I kind of read it. And so I should maintain a leadership ability, and I think in both home and work, understanding people's feelings, but how good leader may be, this would be me. And then cups both end on the left side, and then future side, that something new is coming out in the middle. It almost like news coming out and you're accepting it, but in the process it may be breaking some things, things maybe because it doesn't have next one. So this is obviously not the end of it, but just that's the direction it's heading to. And then what's heading to is that new element is coming in, and try to accept it and adjust it and see where it goes. Yeah, the new project, new something new changing, and then kind of maintaining the leadership role, and don't forget human interaction, community, in the sort of things. And then 7 of protection, protection, 7 is like progress, is also 7 of these coins. If it's in a regular, I must say, this pip deck, so this could be combined with Rider-Waite Smith deck, but it's also the each suit of pip deck. So I would say the 7 of coins, something new is coming up, something change is happening, and a new element is coming in, and then how I'm going to maintain the happiness of everybody. I think that's kind of advice in the, and then guardian of peaks. So I am protecting peak, protection, right? Security. The arrow represents progress. Again, it's progress. It's change and progress. So that's kind of a confirmation from the previous spread, and it is the element of peaks, and it guarantees a sustenance in the winter season. So it's success is progress, for better is excuse me, promised, and but you do need to protect it. And so yeah, again, these beautiful colors, amazing colors. And she has a card in there that explains, this is certification, 1 of 60. And then this deck, handmade with traditional watercolor art and digitalized to add an extra touch of luminosity, magic, and sweetness. So she had shared this picture with me when she was working on this deck, and really happy to have this. Hopefully, this was great, and I'm looking forward to doing more readings with this deck. Lastly, I wanted to show you, Irene had sent to me this original art when she was still working on the Forest Realm Tarot. When I purchased her other decks, she shared this with me, and this is the original art, and this is the final product. She did explain in the card, this deck handmade with traditional watercolor art and digitalized to add an extra touch of luminosity, magic, and sweetness. So you can see it does add it like magic and some illumination and sweetness, really. But this is the watercolor art that she actually painted. Well, thank you again, and hope to see you next time.